Now, just hours ago, the governor wrapped up his State of the State address. His main points tonight: more funding for education and keeping the state fiscally strong, as he laid out details of his proposed $52.5 billion budget. News 4's Tosin Fakile was at the Capitol tonight covering all this. So, Tosin, what can Tennesseans expect?
Well, Tracy, the governor spoke for about 50 minutes. One of the biggest takeaways from Governor Lee's proposed budget is over $1 billion in recurring spending for K through 12 and updating the way funding for formulas K through 12 for public schools. But even with all that, Democratic lawmakers who spoke after that say the governor left some details out.
A formula that prioritizes the needs of students above all else, and that pays particular attention to students with disabilities, and to low-income students, and to rural students, and students with other priority needs.
That's the goal of Governor Lee's commitment to updating the way K through 12 public schools are funded. Included in the focus for education is money for teachers.
We therefore should raise teacher pay this year by $125 million, which is a well-deserved increase into the teacher salary pool. So in our updated funding formula, we will ensure that a teacher raise is a teacher raise.
Another major focus for the governor: healthcare and social services.
We're also dramatically expanding dental care to more than 600,000 TennCare recipients.
And the budget looks to dedicate over $18 million to attract new doctors to rural Tennessee.
We need qualified, dedicated physicians and staff in rural areas.
The governor's budget has funds to add more THP officers, more personnel for TBI, and over $150 million directly to law enforcement agencies through a grant fund.
Our funding commitment to law enforcement shows a respect for the rule of law and a rejection of the defund the police movement that we've seen across this country.
Democratic lawmakers say the governor did not address the pandemic and are hoping the funds for education reaches everyone.
It was a glaring omission that the governor did not address, and that is his COVID response to this state. There are over 22,000 people that have lost their lives to this pandemic, to this particular disease, to this virus, and he made no mention of that. Under this particular formula, rural areas will get 2 bites at the apple, one because they're rural and the other because it's low income. We have to make sure that our black and brown children who have been undereducated and miseducated, make sure that they get the exact funding that they need.
Now, some other things in the governor's budget included $250 million for TSU and over $600 million for transportation and infrastructure in the state. And the proposed budget boosts the rainy day fund for Tennessee to $1.6 billion. And that's money Democratic lawmakers believe could go to helping struggling Tennesseans. Now, Governor Lee says he believes his proposed budget is balanced and doesn't ask Tennesseans for more in taxes. And Tracy, for those who want to know, you can watch the entire State of the State address on our website, WSMV.com. Back to you.
Tosin, thank you.